Welcome back. Today, we're going to explore a topic that many people are curious about but don't always feel comfortable discussing openly. Why do some men enjoy giving intimate affection to their partner, and what can female psychology tell us about the emotional reasons behind it? At first, this might seem like a simple question about physical attraction, but human intimacy is rarely that simple. Behind physical affection, there can be emotions, trust, curiosity, confidence, connection, vulnerability, and the desire to make your partner feel wanted, and that's what we're going to explore today. Before we begin, remember that every person is different. There is no single explanation for why all men behave the same way, just as there is no single psychology that explains every woman. Some people enjoy certain forms of intimacy, others don't. Some people feel deeply connected through physical affection. Others place more importance on emotional conversation, companionship, or shared experiences. Healthy relationships leave room for those differences. So when we talk about why men may enjoy a particular form of intimate affection, we are talking about possible psychological and relationship factors, not a universal rule. Let's start with something simple. Attraction. Physical attraction is one of the most obvious reasons someone may enjoy intimate affection. When you're strongly attracted to your partner, closeness itself can become rewarding. You enjoy being near them, you enjoy their presence, you enjoy making them feel desired. And sometimes the attraction isn't only about receiving affection. It can also come from giving it. This is something people often overlook. We tend to think of intimacy as, what do I get from this? But healthy intimacy can also involve, how does it feel to make my partner feel good, appreciated, and wanted? That difference matters. For some men, giving affection creates its own sense of satisfaction. They may enjoy seeing their partner relax. They may enjoy knowing that their partner feels attractive. They may enjoy the emotional closeness created by a private moment between two people. And this is where psychology becomes interesting, because pleasure and emotional connection can reinforce each other. When two people trust each other, physical affection can become a form of communication. It's almost like saying, I desire you, I'm comfortable with you, I want to be close to you, I care about your experience. And those messages can be powerful. Another factor is intimacy itself. Many people assume intimacy is only about physical attraction, but intimacy is also about vulnerability. When two people allow themselves to be physically and emotionally close, they're often revealing a side of themselves that they don't show to everyone. That vulnerability can create a stronger bond. Think about the difference between being physically close to someone you barely know and being physically close to someone you deeply trust. The physical action may be similar, but the emotional experience can be completely different. With trust, intimacy can feel safe. Without trust, the same situation can feel uncomfortable or disconnected. That's why emotional security matters so much. A man may enjoy intimate affection partly because it gives him a sense of closeness with his partner. It's not necessarily about a specific physical act. It's about the meaning attached to that moment. He may feel, we're comfortable with each other. We don't have to pretend. We can be vulnerable. We understand each other. And that can strengthen a relationship. Another important factor is reciprocity. Healthy intimacy isn't supposed to feel like one person performing for another. It's a shared experience. When both partners care about each other's comfort and boundaries, affection becomes more meaningful. A man may enjoy giving affection because he knows his partner enjoys receiving it. That creates a positive emotional loop. She feels appreciated. He feels appreciated for making her feel good. Both feel more connected, and the relationship benefits. This is why communication matters. People sometimes expect their partners to automatically know what they like, but nobody can read minds. A healthy relationship makes room for conversations about comfort, boundaries, preferences, and emotional needs, and those conversations don't have to be awkward. They can actually increase intimacy. You might say, "Do you like this? Is this comfortable? How does that make you feel? Is there anything you'd rather I didn't do?" Those simple questions communicate something powerful. Your experience matters to me. That mindset is much more important than any specific technique. Now let's talk about confidence. Some men may enjoy intimate affection because it makes them feel confident in their ability to satisfy and connect with their partner. When a partner responds positively to affection, it can reinforce the feeling, "I understand what makes my partner comfortable. I know how to connect with her. I'm desired. I'm trusted." That doesn't mean a man's entire self-worth should depend on his partner's reaction. That's not healthy, but positive feedback between partners is naturally rewarding. Humans tend to repeat behaviors associated with positive emotional experiences. So, when affection creates closeness, warmth, and mutual satisfaction, people may naturally want to experience that connection again. Another factor is curiosity. Long-term relationships can involve discovering new dimensions of each other. Attraction isn't necessarily static. People learn. They communicate, they become more comfortable. They discover what makes their partner feel appreciated. That process can be exciting, and curiosity can keep intimacy from becoming purely routine. But there's something even deeper here. Sometimes people enjoy intimate affection because it makes them feel emotionally needed, not in an unhealthy, dependent way, but in the sense that my partner trusts me enough to be vulnerable with me. That feeling can be deeply meaningful. When someone allows you into an intimate part of their life, it can create a sense of closeness that ordinary conversation doesn't always provide. You may feel, "This person trusts me. This person feels safe. With me, we share something private." And private experiences can strengthen a couple's sense of connection. Now, let's discuss something that often gets misunderstood: the idea that men who enjoy giving intimate affection are somehow unusual. They're not human. Preferences vary enormously. Some men enjoy giving affection, some don't. Some women enjoy receiving certain forms of affection, others don't. There is no universal rule. The important factor isn't what other couples are doing, it's whether both people in your relationship are comfortable with what you're doing. Consent and mutual comfort are essential. If one partner isn't interested, the answer is simple: respect that boundary. Healthy intimacy cannot be built through pressure. It has to be mutual, and that brings us to one of the most important psychological elements of intimacy: trust. Trust changes everything. When you trust someone, you can relax. You don't have to constantly worry about being judged. You don't have to perform. You don't have to hide every insecurity. You can communicate. You can laugh. You can be vulnerable. You can tell your partner what you like and don't like. That emotional safety can make intimacy much more satisfying. Without trust, even strong physical attraction can become complicated. A person may wonder, does my partner respect me? Will they judge me? Can I tell them what I actually want? Will they respect my boundaries? Those questions can interfere with closeness, so if you're trying to understand intimacy, don't focus only on physical behavior. Look at the relationship surrounding it. Is there respect? Is there trust? Is there communication? Is there affection outside intimate moments? Do both people feel valued? Those things often matter more than the specific activity itself. Another factor is emotional bonding. Physical affection can sometimes reinforce emotional attachment because it creates shared experiences. When people repeatedly experience warmth, closeness, affection, and positive interactions together, those experiences can become part of their shared relationship history. You remember them. You associate your partner with comfort. You associate them with excitement. You associate them with affection, and over time, those associations can contribute to a stronger bond. But again, intimacy isn't a substitute for emotional compatibility. If two people constantly disrespect each other outside private moments, physical affection won't magically fix the relationship. That's an important lesson. Physical chemistry can be powerful, but chemistry alone doesn't create a healthy partnership. You still need communication. You still need trust. You still need shared values. You still need respect. You still need emotional maturity. Now let's talk about the female perspective. If a woman feels comfortable receiving intimate affection from her partner, what might that experience communicate emotionally? For some women, it may communicate desirability. She may feel, my partner is attracted to me. He enjoys being close to me. He cares about my experience. He isn't focused only on his own needs. That last point can be particularly important. When both partners pay attention to each other's experience, intimacy becomes mutual rather than one-sided, and mutuality can create emotional security. A woman may feel more comfortable expressing herself when she knows her partner isn't judging her. She may become more open, more communicative, more affectionate, more confident, and those changes can positively influence the relationship as a whole. Again, not every woman experiences this the same way, but the general principle is simple. Feeling valued can increase emotional closeness. Now let's talk about one of the biggest mistakes people make.